Hey everyone, welcome to Workbench Wednesday. Today on the bench I have the STX10 6x6. I just got done with the final video on the upgrades that I recently did. Next up is to do the flatbed shock tower delete. Before that, I have this going on. Test out the durability of that. I got to swap out I think they're 3mm LEDs out of the bumper I had. Put in some 5mm LEDs. And then I make like I said, make a flatbed for it of some sort. So that's what the truck's getting. And then see if the trailer hitch works for what I want, because I'm trying to make a dovetail trailer, flat with the angle at the bottom. And then I might make like a fold up ramp, like one of those triangle ramps that fold up to make it so you can kind of drive back on them, or, something like that. I'm not sure on that yet. I might just make it a trailer, and then the trucks are big enough where they can drive up on it. This isn't going to be an off-road trailer. This is going to be something to go to like a car meet, truck meet, crawler meet, RC kind of thing. Just for fun, more for, I guess, maybe trailing, but not really trailing, just kind of driving around. I want to be able to have it so this 6x6, which is 25-ish, about 25-ish inches long, tows this truck. The Jolly Green. So that video is coming out this Friday. Just had to finish up some footage. And this truck is, I think, about the same. It's 23.5-ish or so, approximately. I think that'd be pretty cool looking. Let me zoom out a little here. It's going to be some trailer. Let me tell you. There you go. Back to normal. I think it'd be pretty cool looking. Obviously it's going to be a little farther back. This is going to be where the tongue area is, the trailer. I think that'll be fine to make it big enough for that only. I think if I made it that and another truck behind it, I'd be looking at close to 3.5 feet. Say like I did the Mantis on the back. The Mantis is 18 inches tire edge to tire edge. Yeah, I'd be looking at 41 inches. That's a bit long, I think. So I'll make it just big enough for this, and then it'll have the flatbed. So maybe I can do the. Oof, man, that's going to be a big flatbed, possibly. We will see. We will see on that. But I do want to get at least a flatbed on, and maybe if I don't make a flatbed big enough to fit that truck, do a flatbed, and plus maybe make like some axle stands for that, kind of like holds it up by the axles, kind of like these. Something like this maybe, then you can strap it down to it. I feel like having a flatbed that long all the time would be kind of annoying. Even though it's kind of like real life, they stick out pretty far, but we'll see. Plus the trailer hitch is right here, so trailer flatbed here would be really, really awkward. So we'll play with it. I think I'm going to work on the trailer first, and then do the bed, the shock tower delete, and then see where I want to do with the flatbed. We'll see. But yeah, I want to get this done for, I think the 17th is their Ruggles mine. It's in New Hampshire. If anyone's from New Hampshire area, there's a get together at the Ruggles mine. You can go there and kind of like dig for gems and rocks and stuff like that. You can't chip at the wall. You can't blast or anything like that. So it's just really, they break up a lot of it. Then you can go and sift through a lot of the dirt and everything. I went with the kids last year. I went as a child too, and it was pretty fun. So I think that to crawl there would be sweet. A lot of edges, a lot of rocks, a lot of areas that look like they're going to be pretty fun to do. So really want to get this done for that, so I can trail it over, just for fun to go through. Still need to dial in the shocks and stuff. I haven't really played with it much. I just put these on just to try to make sure they fit. Works okay. I just don't like the shock mounting location, so I'll probably play with it eventually. Just want to get this working for now, and then go from there. I might even just throw on the other shocks how it was and put this tower back on if I don't get the bed done, just to kind of get it presentable, I guess you could say. But that's next up on the bench here, and that's what all this steel's for. There's I think I got 12 feet of the square stock, and then I got 6 feet of the flat stock, and I figured I can make the whole frame out of the half by half, the dovetail. And then like the cross braces, I'm going to put the flat stock in, I think. And then I want to put a wood bed in the center, and then down the dovetail. I'll cut it out on my laser because I have some, I think it's called like beadboard that actually got shipped by Home Depot, and they said just keep it because there was an accidental thing. So I think it'll look pretty good. It kind of looks like slats, like it's an actual wood bed. So I'm gonna go with that, I think. What else here? This video is going up, like I said, on Friday. This video went up today. After that, the Red Cat Gen 7 is going to come in for a maintenance day. Right after I put up the video saying how the links have been great and how I haven't broken one in months, that the ones that I made, very proud of those. But of course, the next day I broke one. I've been wanting to really kind of rework them anyways. So gonna do a maintenance day, cleaning that up. I haven't re-greased that in a long time, and I put many miles on that because that's one of the main ones I go trailing with a lot of times. So I need to open that up, clean her up. But there's a couple of things. I know I had to redo the links, obviously, and just do a couple things, grease everything back up. So we'll see that. The Helamon's going to have a video soon. I've been working on that. I finally got it to where I like it. Been trying out a couple different tires. I just got to do like kind of like a wrap-up video on that. Also need to do a video updating the Mantis. The Mantis has been great. I've played with very little on it, but do want to show an update on that after many, I guess, miles-ish, but it's not really a trail rig of how that's been going. Let's see. I think that's it for maintenance-y type stuff. I do have a video coming up on the SCX 24 6x6. So I want to do some underdrive stuff on that, swap out the axle, figure out why the shocks, even though I don't see any puddles of oil, how the oil's gone, so, stuff like that. Just little quirks. It works pretty good, just little quirks, and I want to get rid of, I'm going to put like a stock axle on the back, get rid of that ISO axle. I don't need the weight back there. And then put in this already has overdrive stock pretty much. I think it's 214 front in the ISOs. I put the 216 in the back, and then stock is 216. That's the stock axle. So it's kind of overdriven stock. If I remember correctly. Yeah, pretty sure that it's been a minute. But I don't want to work on that. I want to do overdrive, stock, underdrive. Try to help the brake over a little bit. Because a lot of times I was going up a hill and the backs were kind of over pushing that middle axle. So I'm hoping that if I underdrive the rear more, it'll kind of pull the middle axle will kind of pull a little bit on the rear. That's what I'm hoping for. We'll see. Well, I'm playing around with it. But that's another update. I am going to be going through a little bit of my little trucks soon. And I also have the SCX10 Pro to build, the SCX10 Basecamp kit to build, the Element BK3 to build. I have a Capra cage build on the new Mias straight axles that came out like I think a month or two ago. And then my Wizard I think is going to ship soon by Ot6 Racing. I've been waiting on that since May when the A-Main was, I'll call him a little bit of a jerk, but they made it, I don't know, maybe they just did it by accident, but they put up a pre-order and said it was going to be shipping in less than a week and that I would have it in less than 2 weeks. And then it turns out that Ot6 had no idea what they were talking about. They weren't even building them yet, and they were still trying to fix their portal axle issue. But I saw A-Main posting a bunch of pictures on how they were shipping them out to all the retailers. So it looks like I hopefully will be getting it. Maybe I'll get it before the snow flies. I'm hoping. I'm not sure. I did order some Ot6 parts. I got the brass knuckles, the brass inner rings for the wheels, for the 8-shot wheels that come with it. And then I'm going to do a mullet build on it, I think. I'm going to do the straight in the front and the portal in the back. So I got the 833 reverse gears that they finally started making. So, the first mullet build I'll ever have. Never had anything mulleted. Everything's either been straight up portal or straight up straights. Ordered those straight from Ot6. I think they're having a sale. I honestly don't remember why I started to order. Oh, I had to order a ton of tires. Ordered a bunch of the Voodoo that were on sale. They've been on sale like all summer. The KLR version ones. That's because they've been on sale for like $18. They've been on sale for like $18 a pair. So I bought enough to do. I want to do over the winter. I'm hoping to do a dual axle truck, and that'll be like the tow truck, like a big flatbed on the back, maybe fifth wheel style. So it's going to have 8 of these on the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can actually make these Proline carbine wheels a single, and then I'll have 1, 2 in the front. So 10-wheel drive-ish, but not really. So that's another thing that's going to be coming up eventually, but that's going to be an over the winter build. I'm just kind of collecting parts right now but I have a ton of tires. So I think that's pretty much it. This one's kind of a short one because I'm in between what I'm doing and I haven't really started much. I've just been kind of getting stuff together. This I'll be starting on this week, like I said, hopefully this will be done by the 17th for that get together. If not, then, whatever it is, what it is. I'll just carry my trucks like a peasant, I guess. But I'm really hoping to be able to do this. It'd be sweet. I think I'm going to wrap it up for today. Look forward to the trailer build, hopefully. And this is coming up on Friday. I think next Monday, I have one of my how-to videos, kind of a beginner video for people. But if I do something and I see that people have questions about it, I'm trying to record it as I go. Because I know not everyone's been doing it for a while, and people still have questions, and people like to look it up and learn. So I've been trying to record what I can when I can for people to, kind of help out. If you have any comments or suggestions, maybe if you have some trailer suggestions, I've been watching some Waffles RC. He does a good amount of big old trailers. So hopefully get some tips and tricks from that. Maybe pick his brain a little bit on the Sunday Live that I try to get onto every Sunday. It's kind of hard sometimes with the kids and stuff, but I try to. Like I said, comment suggestions, throw them in the comments here. That'll be it for this one. Have a good day.